nice people here, very friendly. And good tucker too. Always enjoy climbing up out of this valley. It's even more spectacular when you're coming down into the valley. Rolling down 295 out Portland, Maine. Still high from people down there, feeling no pain. Here we go. Killop's Bridge straight ahead. That's where I went last time. We're heading to Jindabyne. Beautiful. So we're heading up to the Barry Way. Not sure if we'll get to as far as Jindabyne, but yeah, g'day guys, Steve here from Dirt Bike ADV. New Year's Day, contained myself last night, no beers, so got up reasonably early, just got a few things done and got a bit organised, and jumped on the bike in late morning and beelined it. We're heading up to the Kosciusko High Plains, so up around the Jindabyne area. I've bought myself a Christmas present, bought a nice little fly rod, so fly fishing something I've never done before. So I bought the spin rod as well. If it's a total disaster and I can't do it, I'll get the spin rod out. But yeah, got the rod tube on the sole of the bike, worked out a good spot to fit it. So yeah, we're going to head straight through to Jindabyne. We're not going to turn off down the limestone road, which goes across to Tenere and Omeo and those sorts of places. Yeah, and we've obviously missed the turn off to the Snowy River and McKillop's Bridge, but we are going to join the Snowy River up over the border. So we the road's in poor condition. We go past the limestone road and up through and over the border through Sugganbuggan, and yeah, end up following the Snowy for a fair while. And I think maybe that's probably where I'll camp tonight, just along the Snowy somewhere. We'll see how we're going for time, but yeah, hopefully be away for a couple of nights, although they are predicting rain, so we'll play it by ear a little bit. I'm talking about 20 mil of rain, and I tore me bloody overpants the last time I went out, so I haven't got a set of overpants at the moment, so I'm just wearing jeans. But we'll see how we go. It's all part of the adventure, as I like to say, and if it really does look like it's going to turn pear-shaped tomorrow or Wednesday, I might just beeline it home. Maybe even go home by Omeo just for something different. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll do a bit of a tour around, and we'll try and catch a couple of trout, maybe one for tea even. So yeah. That's the limestone road. Got a good thumbnail photo there. So yes, I've come across from Tenere and Omeo before a couple of times. I've gone across and done the Deading Trail and gone into McKillop's Bridge, of course. And probably I bet you there's friggin' trout in there too. But yeah, never turned left and gone up to Jindabyne this way, up the Barry Way. So today's the day. Somewhere down there is the Snowy River. Have a look at that. Bloody beautiful. Don't ride off the edge, Stephen. Pretty nice view though. There you go. Couple of forward drivers. Oh yeah, a couple of campers. There you go. the Suggan River. Snowy River. Oh, watch where you're going, Steve. Could actually camp here now, but have a look at it. She's flowing. Wow, look at that. I expected that. I knew it'd be going pretty hard because there's a lot of rivers and creeks run into it, but I'm hoping I'll get up the top on the Kosciusko High Plains, and some of the littler creeks will be just reasonably normal flow. So there we go, there's the border. Pressurise a bit. Oh, Kosciusko National Park. You can see the rain they've had here. That track's all washed out. She's gone. Yeah, okay, well, this is the time I want to be pulling up. We do follow the Snowy for a while. I know on certain maps, yeah, there's campgrounds and that up here, so we might just pull over for the night. We'll see. Depends how many people are around. We'll play it by ear, but probably just going to find a camp spot now. I'm not going to get a fish in tonight, not on the Snowy River. I was hoping I might, but not to be. So New South Wales, here we come. Righto, I think we'll call this the night. This is the Running Waters campground or something like that, right on the Snowy. That's just the Snowy down there. As I said earlier, it's quite running quite fast and quite stirred up, unfortunately, but I was sort of hoping, this is where I was aiming to camp, but I was sort of hoping I'd get up the other side of Jindabyne maybe if I pushed it, but it's 6 o'clock now. I've still got to set the tent up and cook a bit of tea, so I think we'll pull up here the night. Already got the gear out, spreading it over the table. It's amazing how you actually can take over a picnic table by yourself, but there's a bit of firewood here and everything if I want to fire. It's quite warm, it's about 30 degrees, 31 degrees, so yeah, it's quite hot up here. So yeah, but I think we'll just call it quits here. I'm having a Canadian club already, so I'm pretty well committed to camping here the night. Yeah, we'll set the tent up over there somewhere, and this will be our bivouac for the night. Anyway guys, I'll get all set up and we'll cook some tea. So what's for tea, I hear you ask? Well, I'm not a big fan of those hike pats you get. They come in the big tin foil bags. Good idea, but everything's dehydrated. I don't mind my noodles being dehydrated, so I buy one of these. But when it comes to the protein, I buy either tinfoil packets or tins of tuna. It's a great way of having a bit of meat, so to speak, a bit of protein, and something you can carry very easily. Although it is in a can, you know, you can take the can out. It's fairly small to take back out with you. But yeah, that way you get sort of like some half sort of fresh proteins, sort of half fresh meat, being tuna. I chuck a little bit of this long life milk in with the noodles, and then just at the last minute chuck the tuna in, just warm the tuna up, and that's how I cook a lot of the meals. And this stuff I just pack into my my little dilly bag, my little pantry, so to speak, whenever I'm packing up my gear. So from the last trip, this has been sitting in there from my last trip, so it can sit in the shed for a month or two. It does not matter. And so, you know, that's the beauty of it. I didn't buy any groceries today. I just chucked all my gear in and left, and picked up some fuel and at Buchan and kept coming. These long life milks, the tuna, the pass up is all in the gear ready to go. So it keeps it very simple. I might pick up some fresh stuff, maybe some lamb chops, some red meat or something tomorrow, or a steak or something like that. But I have got some more of this in the pantry there, so to speak. But yeah, just that fresh meat, that semi-fresh meat. It is tinned, I know, but at least it's hasn't been dried out and you're not rehydrating it. So I just think it's a bit of a healthier option. Anyway, I'll get into it, I think. So a bit of water. And chuck a bit of milk in, as per the instructions. Bring that to a boil and chuck the noodles in. So yeah, this is my cooking setup. I usually take a frying pan and a stainless steel cup. And so yeah, boil the water for a cup of tea. Obviously there's no waste there, you don't need a pot for your cup of tea, you just use the cup you're actually going to drink it out of. And the frying pan acts like a plate and a bowl and a frying pan and a bit of a saucepan as well too. So that's all I bring to cook with, these two things here. So yeah, little gas stove and a big cylinder. So yeah, pretty simple. Like I say, people, if you come to see a cooking show, you're on the wrong channel. You might as well quit and just bail out now. But this tastes quite nice. Oh, beautiful. But then again, have you ever seen a cooking show where they eat the dish that they spent half an hour cooking and they go, ugh, this actually tastes like crap? No, you haven't, have you? But this one tastes nice. Very nice indeed. Better not leave me Christmas present Oakleys behind, had I? Righto. Sleeping on a cot with no mattress was a disaster. I got bugger all sleep last night. Once I put the mattress on top of the cot, all good. But there you go, lesson learned. If you bring in a cot, I think if you're a skinny little kid you'd be fine, but as a grown adult with reasonably broadish shoulders or a larger person, no good at all. No, the bars on the side sort of inhibit you a little bit, and yeah, nonetheless. Righto, what's the time? 6:38, nice early start this morning. No condensation in the tent, no dew, so very, very pleasant camping. Didn't have a fire last night, it was quite muggy, I've got to say. The guy told me, I pulled up here, he said it's actually 31 degrees, and I reckon there was a bloody tropical humidity about it as well too. Anyway, keep heading north. We haven't got a rod out yet. It's pretty spectacular, really. That's the Wallace Craigie lookout. Man, that's spectacular. Look at the layers of the mountains up there. Bloody beautiful. We've come up, the Snowy River heads over that direction. We've come up out of the Snowy Valley now. Bloody nice spot. Bloody hell. But there's only one thing on my mind, and that is a coffee and an egg and bacon sandwich. So into Jindabyne we go. Stay off the road, Skip. Oh yeah, pine plantation. There you go. And farmland. Right, okay. We must be coming out into the Jindabyne Valley. Jindabyne. Haven't been here since 1988. Come through on an 86 model Tenere. Having a look at the snowy scheme. Where's the town? Left or right? I'm going to run with right. So, yeah. Been to Jindabyne, had a nice coffee there. Had a couple actually. Just going to drop down to the top end of the Snowy here and have a look there, but unfortunately this is one of those national parks that are tightly controlled. There's people on the gate, you've got to pay to look sideways, so I paid my entry fee, but she says up here is full, so it's one of those national parks that are very, very popular, so not my cup of tea. Tend to try and find places that are a bit quieter and out of the way. The less people the better, of course. So yeah, but anyway, while we're here I'm going to have a look, and I'll just drop into this little spot up here and sort of like just suss it out for future reference. I'm pretty close now. This is where I was sort of heading last night. I thought, oh, I'll have a look at this spot, but I never realised that all this is strictly controlled, and that it's sort of like very popular. So yeah, probably a bit naive on my behalf, but anyway, you don't know until you come to these places. This is the Snowy River again. So yeah. Nice little swimming hole there. Probably full of trout too. But yes, this is the place I'd like to go. Without 350 people. Would be ideal. Back into Jindabyne. So we're going to go right out around Jindabyne, up around the top of Lake Jindabyne now is the plan. And tomorrow I'll get up early and drop down into Corryong and head home through Benambra and Omeo. So that's alright. I thought there might have been some areas up in here. Itchy nose syndrome. Thought there might have been some areas up in here, behind here, but it's all very popular and full of people, and I've even seen a few fishermen around, so I'll head a bit further north, hopefully just find some quieter areas that aren't so popular, and get up onto the further up onto the higher plains above the tree line hopefully, and yeah, try and find somewhere up there north of Jindabyne, might even be on the Tumut River or something like that. We'll see what we find. That's the sort of creeks I'm trying to find, but not on private land. traffic was stopping for. Someone's airing up. And someone's shifting their sheep from another paddock. Tempted to stop, very tempted, but it looks very busy. I think I better stop somehow, because I'm not sure there's any fuel again for a while. Yeah, nah, that's actually correct. There won't be any fuel for a while. Beautiful, cool. How you going, boys?
Good man, how are you?
Oh yeah, I think we could say we're living the dream, aren't we?
Yeah.
Ah, there's the top of Lake Jindabyne. What a spectacular road, this one. She's been devastated by fire though, that's for sure. That'll do me for today. Been here for a couple of hours now. Just been for a bit of a swim and set up the camp. Had the rods out, no luck. A little bit of breeze around still. Just enough to sort of make it a bit difficult. I want to be casting that way, and there's a little breeze coming down the river. It'll settle down a little bit, hopefully a bit later on, because overall it's very still, but very nice spot. We're taking this one. Very nice spot. Well, a very restless night last night. It absolutely bucketed rain last night. Rained from 7, I went in the tent at 7 o'clock having me cup of tea, through to about 9:30, then again at 11, and then again about 1. And you can see the river's running a bit dirty. I thought, oh, I might have to get out of bed and actually get out of here, but I haven't risen that much. It's probably only risen a foot, so to speak, something like that, maybe not even that. But a lovely campsite, but I'm getting out of here early, very early. There is rain coming, and I've torn my wet weather pants about a week ago, so I haven't got a new set in yet. So I don't really want to get a wet arse, so a bit of a rush leave this morning. Make sure we at least try and beat most of the rain. A couple of people came in here last night, the people down there and these guys. So thought I had the place to myself nearly for a while, and then a few people arrived. bit of momentum required on those ones after a bit of rain. Yeah, lovely spot. I'll come back to this spot. Absolutely beautiful. That's the Jindabyne River, and to my right over there is the Jindabyne, Lake Jindabyne. So yeah, lovely spot. That was one of my options last night. I thought, do I just pack up everything wet and just come and stay at the cabin? I assume it's open. Obviously been restored, this one. Oh yeah, it is open. Day use and emergency shelter. It would have been emergency last night, I reckon. If I was going to get washed off the side of a mountain. The last rain we had last night was about 1:30, but obviously it hasn't rained since then. The roads are dry, so yeah. But we've got to go up here, heading west, turn south, across the border, hopefully beat the rain. But I've got such a long way to go to make it to the border of Mexico. So I ride like the wind, ride like the wind, da-na, 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 da-na. And I got such a long way to go to make it to the border of Mexico. So I ride like the wind, ride like the wind. Oh, another good bloody trout fishing river. Look at that. Holy hell, this is trout heaven here. Probably the same Jindabyne River, I'd say. There you go. Beautiful bit of country. There you go. That's a typical Australian miner's cottage if ever I've seen one. Didn't know there was gold diggings up here. There you go. That's an impressive building, isn't it? Look at that. north of Tenere. Elevation 700 metres. That's either 590 or 690 according to the watch. Probably 690 I would think. No, that would make it right. Don't need fuel, but I might give my bottom a break. Maybe text the wife and just tell her I'm on my way. Not actually sure what's at Tenere, if there is fuel anyway. Oh yeah, there is fuel, beautiful. General store. Yeah, I might just pull up and keep going, try and beat this rain. I'll just get that. Well, my hopes of a dry road home have just evaporated. Yeah, bugger it. Bloody bugger it. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I've just pulled into Omeo and got myself a pair of Dairy Farmers bib and brace pants. I'm liking these a lot, to be honest. I think they're going to do me fine. So I'm half waterproof. I tore my dry riders last time I went out for a ride actually, and I haven't got around to replacing them yet. So these will do, but we are going to get wet. I can't have the camera going while it's raining. Water gets in around the microphone connections and she blows up very quickly. So yeah, good trip overall. A long way to go for about 4 or 5 hours of fishing yesterday afternoon, but nonetheless it's some of the country I wanted to see, so been there and done that now. And certainly a very nice ride this morning coming up from the Jindabyne River and over the cross of over the top there down into Corryong. It's one of the most spectacular rides I've done for a while, so yeah, most enjoyable. And certainly going over the top from Corryong to Omeo is far quicker and more straightforward than going from Jindabyne over the top to come out of Buchan there, so I made the right choice. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll hope to see you out in the trail soon.